Today I'm going to go over the things that you should not be doing if you're a man in your 40s or 50s that works long hours at your desk like I am right now, and you're looking to get a flat stomach and lose your stubborn belly fat and see the number on the scale not just go down but stay down. You may be an accountant, an executive, a business owner, you work in the IT sector, or you just have a job where you spend long hours at your desk. If that's you and you want to get a flat stomach, I highly recommend you watch till the end of this video so you know exactly what you should be doing and what you shouldn't be doing. So first off, let's start off with what you shouldn't be doing, and then we'll give you solutions to that. A lot of men snack, right? That's a big one. If you're spending long hours at your desk, it's really easy to just grab something instead of, actually preparing something, especially if you didn't prepare anything the night before and you just want to grab and go. So the problem with snacking, there's a lot of problems with it, but the number one problem is that if you are snacking, you are constantly interrupting the metabolic breakdown of what you were trying to just previously break down before. So let's say you had breakfast at 8 a.m., right? And then you have a snack at 10 a.m., then another one at 12, and then a third at 2 p.m. That's grazing, right? We have just one digestive system. We are a monogastric organism. We're not like a cow, right? Where we have 4 different digestive systems, right? Or 4 different stomachs, I should say, where we can just graze all throughout the day, right? And the problem with having one digestive system, just one stomach, right, like we do, us humans, and we're grazing like this, we're constantly interrupting the metabolic breakdown of what we were trying to just eat before. And when you're kind of breaking up that time-restricted eating window into 30 minutes and just an hour at a time, and when you're just grazing throughout the day, you are literally putting yourself in a position where it's almost impossible for you to eat away at your own body fat stores. And that really happens when you're sleeping, number one, and number two, in between your meals. So if we have, let's say like a long time-restricted eating window, we have our first meal at 8 and then our second meal at 4 p.m., that is about an 8-hour time-restricted eating window, the window of time in between our meals. That's a bit of a longer one, but if that's how long it takes for you to get physically satiated, right, to eat again, then you should take advantage of that. You should always eat until you're satiated, eat until you're full, and then wait until you're hungry again. Let your body tell you when it needs fuel, when it needs more food. Don't go off of psychological hunger. And that's a big mistake that a lot of guys make who spend long hours at their desk, get distracted, get stressed out, want to just grab some chips, just want to grab something quick with their coworkers at McDonald's, Chipotle, whatever it may be, and they end up grazing, or they get a lot of food that they can graze on that's really easy to grab, it's very convenient, requires no cooking, and then they end up eating it all throughout the day, and then you pretty much lost the day, pretty much. So the best way to do that is to completely cut it out and to adopt the psychological versus physical hunger mindset. If you're psychologically hungry, where something just sounds good, but you don't feel an emptiness sensation in your stomach, do not eat. If you are someone that feels that emptiness sensation in your stomach and you're psychologically hungry, that's the case where you have both, right? Then eat. Then that makes sense. But until you feel that feeling, don't eat. It's very simple. Now, another big mistake a lot of men make that work long hours at their desk is when it is time to go on break or take any sort of break whatsoever, and it's time to go eat. One, when you go get takeout or when you go out to eat with coworkers at a restaurant, you don't stay proactive and you don't find a way to continue to stick with your diet while you're on the go. And that's not you ordering a lettuce wrap and still getting fries on the side. That's you actually getting a meal where it's just a higher fat, higher protein food and some naturally sourced carbohydrates. Nothing but natural foods on your plate, which is easier said than done. Absolutely. It is easier said than done to do that while you're constantly on the go, especially if you're looking at fast food restaurants. But it does not mean it's impossible, and you still can do it. And you need to do it if you are working long hours, which you most likely are if you are a man in your 40s or 50s. Most likely working 40, 50, 60, or even 70-hour weeks. And if you're not a career-driven man, by the way, and you're unemployed, or if you're a teenager watching this video, we've had a few teenagers come on here, this channel's not for you, and you should probably leave right now. But anyway, I digress. If you are looking to lose body fat and unlock the body fat stores around your stomach, you need to find a way to get creative when you go to these restaurants. And if you know you can't get creative, you can't resist it, then say no and have an uncomfortable conversation. And instead, bring a substitution as a backup to know that if you were to go out to eat with your coworkers, your scrambled eggs with a pear and an apple or whatever it may be that you brought to work is going to go to waste if you decide to eat some McDonald's instead, or you decide to eat out at whatever other restaurant you decide to go to. So highly, highly, highly would recommend for you to do some meal prepping and get prepared. You don't have to make a super complicated recipe. You can literally do it in 5 minutes and make a bunch of scrambled eggs, ground beef, or any other animal food, and then get some natural carbohydrates on the side that you can just grab. Those are foods you can grab too. Pears, apples, bananas, etc. Those are all foods that you can just grab. So, last thing that a lot of men do, that they shouldn't do, that work long hours at their desk, is they don't have enough uncomfortable conversations. Kind of touched on it a little bit earlier. But there's many times when you do bring something to eat, and you still go out to eat with your coworkers anyway, or you still decide to go to the vending machine and get some chips, or you decide to go get some cheap foods or whatever it may be, and you run into a conversation where you succumb to the peer pressure that your peers are enforcing on you, and you just cheat anyway, instead of taking a stand for yourself. And that's the mentality that you have to take in, or adopt really, if you're going to have conversations like this. You have to take a stand for not only yourself, but your health, and the reasons why you want to get a flat stomach, and the reasons why you want to lose weight month after month, right? Because a lot of you guys don't want to just lose weight for the sake of losing weight. You have an underlying deep reason as to why you want to lose it. And you shouldn't even have to share this reason with the person that's trying to get you to cheat, but bringing it up can definitely help sometimes. If you tell somebody that, I really, really want to get a flat stomach. I have a wedding coming up in 2 months. That's a big one. That's an easy one, right? But I really don't want to be going out to a fast food restaurant right now. Or, if you're not in a comfortable situation to have a conversation about a deep, deep reason, still, you don't have to give them that reason. And even if you say no, in that circumstance, you don't give them a reason why, and they still push you anyway, you are being disrespected at that point. They don't necessarily care about your willingness to achieve what you know you have to achieve, because if they know you well, you guys have probably had conversations about working out, fitness, health, nutrition, etc. briefly, and if they still try to get you to cheat, that means they don't care about it. And you shouldn't be surrounding yourself with these types of people that don't want to see the same results as you, even if you are really good friends with them, unfortunately. And that's why I'm saying you should have an uncomfortable conversation with somebody like this if they are still pushing you. And if they continue to push you, especially if you bring up why and it's deep, and you say hey, I have family history of type 2 diabetes. I can't be going out to McDonald's and eating out at these restaurants on a daily basis, or doing this 3 to 4 times a week. I just can't do it. Not going to be able to see results. It's impossible. You're not going to be able to do it. If you just continue to cheat and eat garbage foods that are fattening 3 to 4 times a week, how are you going to be able to lose the weight that you want to lose and put yourself in a position where you don't take steps forward towards type 2 diabetes? So sometimes that helps. 99% of the time, if you say why you want to accomplish the goal that you're looking to accomplish, they will respect that. But if they don't, you should probably cut them off, in my honest opinion. So that's pretty much it for this video. I just wanted to go over all the things that you shouldn't be doing if you want to get a flat stomach and lose weight month after month, and the solutions to those things, which we just went over here in this video. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Feel free to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. If you want to learn more about how I can help you lose weight consistently month after month and get that flat stomach with your busy schedule, no matter what your schedule looks like, then feel free to click the first link on the top of the video description to speak with me directly to see if I can help you do just that. But other than that, I will see you in the next video.